A possible battle that could change the very limits of the Shinobi world as we know it looms so big within the story. Now I got this idea off of TikTok because I saw it and I was like, yo, what if this fight actually happens? Adult Naruto Uzumaki, who is known as the greatest shinobi of all time, goes up against his son Boruto, who is currently in Boruto Tubu Vortex, known as the greatest shinobi of his time. The epic battle between Gojo and Sukuna in Jujutsu Kaisen served as a model for the fight between Naruto and Boruto. It shows the peak of power between the strongest sorcerer alive today and the strongest sorcerer in history. But in this case, the stakes are higher than just personal. They are rooted in the rich history and lore of the ninja world. This means that the fight will go beyond mere physical fighting and touch of the very essence of what it means to be a shinobi. Now, let's be honest, if this fight were to ever happen, which it probably won't, this fight would literally break the internet. I don't think there would be any other fight in this modern generation that would even touch Naruto versus Boruto. So I'm just gonna break down Naruto and Boruto before I give my final verdict on who I think will win the fight. Naruto in his 6-path Sage mode is so powerful that the word strong doesn't even begin to describe who he is. He fought beings like Momoshiki and Ishiki who are even scarier than Kaguya. He was able to keep up with the fused Momoshiki as well, and it was something the other Kage couldn't even do. So how strong are his attacks? It's actually really cool when you actually look down into it. Imagine being able to hurt a powerful person like Momoshiki. That would put Naruto in a class not even Kaguya can reach. Now understand it was a 2v1, but at the same time, it was relative ease with how they handled fused Momoshiki. Not only is this about punching people, but also about having a power that can easily break the standards. And let's be honest, I'm talking about planetary stuff. And if you thought Naruto was strong as a teenager, you know him as an adult and he is way stronger than what he was as a teenager. Now we could include Baryon mode, but you know, when it comes to my final verdict, I'm gonna give on why I'm not including Baryon mode. So what about Naruto's durability? Naruto is much more durable than he was before. People don't care about attacks that will wipe out others. We're talking about a Naruto who is much stronger than when he was younger and can take full-on blasting attacks from beings like Momoshiki, Jigen, and Ishiki. Moving on to how fast he is. He was able to avoid photon beams, which are literal light, which we've seen in the fight against Delta, which makes his speed relativistic to that. Now moving on to Baryon mode, my goodness gracious. He was moving so fast and catching Ishiki's chakra rods that Sasuke's Sharingan had trouble keeping up with it. Also, let's not forget how smart Naruto is as well. Just because the trope in Naruto is that he's usually dumb, but his battle IQ is through the roof. He's mastered plenty of other techniques that high IQ shinobis have not been able to do. So when you're comparing Team Boruto and Naruto, you gotta keep in mind that Naruto is the strongest, smartest, and toughest person within the Naruto world. Even in his current state right now, I can still see him running. When it comes to just straight shinobi, Naruto is still whipping a lot of people within that verse with only his Sage mode. So now that we got Naruto out the way, I'm gonna move on to Boruto because Boruto is actually much more interesting in my opinion than Naruto. For Boruto, it's like opening a treasure chest of ninja abilities when talking about him. They honor his family and teachers while also showing off his own unique contributions to the world of shinobi. So let's look at this version of Boruto that might be even more of a powerful character than Naruto himself. Boruto has taken the famous Rasengan technique, which is linked to his father, to a whole nother level with the new Uzuhiko form. This new Rasengan is not only strong, but is very technical. Through the Earth's chakra, Boruto can use a force that throws his enemies off balance and kills them by upsetting their internal balance. This shows how creative Boruto is and how smart Boruto is to even pull a technique like this off. Next, we have a very interesting technique. When it comes to the smartest characters within the Naruto series in general, there are a couple names that pop up. Two in particular, Tobirama and Minato. And when it comes to both of them, they use a technique called the Flying Thunder God technique. Now, they are the only two people within the whole entire series that knows how to use this technique, and specifically because this technique is extremely overpowered. But as we all know, Boruto has this technique, and this shows how talented he is and how smart he is to be able to even use this very highly advanced technique. Also, Boruto has become a very great swordsman under Sasuke's teaching. Boruto not only has Sasuke's sword, but also has basically all of Sasuke's abilities. We know this because Sasuke told Boruto that he taught Boruto everything he knows. Also, as we know, Boruto has the ability to fly, which is only found in Otsutsuki or people with their powers. Now we have the potential Sage mode because we saw Kashin Koji being Boruto's mentor and Boruto using the toads, so we may have a link to a potential Boruto Sage mode. We also have Boruto using purple lightning, a method that Kakashi created, showing how flexible and creative Boruto is. Boruto can use his jutsu through his sword to launch devastating strikes, showcasing that he can change old techniques to work in new ways. So when it comes to opponents, now I can't just gas Boruto up without Boruto having tough opponents to fight. Boruto gave Code and Sage Mode Mitsuki the work in his base form. No, Boruto didn't use the Karma. No, Boruto didn't use the Jogan. Boruto worked a no limiter Code with relative ease in his base form and along with Sage Mode Mitsuki in his base form. So to sum that up, Teen Boruto is the start of a new era for Shinobi, combining the best parts of his history with his own new ideas. His wide range of skills, smarts, and groundbreaking accomplishments make him a powerful figure that could go up against the tales of his father. As we learn about his new abilities, it becomes clear that Boruto isn't just following in the great's footsteps, he's making his own way with unmatched strength and a desire to try new things. So finally, I'm going to give my verdict on Naruto versus Boruto. Now, I will say I'm not including Baryon mode for a handful of reasons, but I guess I can say why right now. The simple fact of the matter is that Baryon mode Naruto, the time limit is going to cause Naruto to lose that fight. I honestly think now from what Boruto has shown that even with Baryon mode Naruto, I feel like the time limit is just going to be to his demise. Now I know a lot of people try to say that, well, Baryon mode Naruto, no time limit, easily beats Boruto. I mean, obviously, if you give any character with an overpowered ability and just say, oh, they get no time limit, obviously they're going to beat the character. I mean, you could literally do that with any character from any series, like Luffy Gear 5. Oh, Luffy no time limit, Luffy doesn't get exhausted, obviously he's going to defeat everybody if he never gets tired. So I don't like the whole stipulation with Baryon mode no time limit. That literally, you're giving Naruto one of the most overpowered feats you can give a character in anime. So that's why I'm not really including Baryon mode. I think that what Boruto has shown so far, and he has even given us his Karma or Jogan, Baryon mode Naruto is not going to be effective enough to be able to put out Boruto, and that's just the fact. When it comes to 6-path Sage mode Naruto versus current Boruto, I do think that Boruto would defeat Naruto. This is how I think the fight would go. I honestly think that the beginning of the fight is probably going to be the biggest chance for Naruto to win. I think that Naruto is probably going to overwhelm Boruto a lot in the beginning of the fight because of just how Naruto is. Naruto isn't really that technical of a fighter. Most of the time he fights, he's just gonna give you the hands or he's just gonna hit you with the Rasengan. So I honestly think that's how most of the fight is gonna go. For the beginning, maybe Naruto pulls out some other techniques because we know Naruto has plenty of other techniques, but his fighting style is his fighting style and he mainly uses his hands and his Rasengan. So I think the first part of that fight is really just gonna be Naruto overwhelming Boruto. But as Boruto has shown, he's very calm. He's very comfortable when he fights. He's literally showed relative to no struggle in all of his fights so far. So I really think Boruto's not going to be affected that much when it comes to Naruto applying pressure. But I do think eventually it will get too much for Boruto. But at the same time, I really don't know because Boruto has flying Raijin and he can fly. So I think that would help him kind of get away. But I could see a situation in Boruto using his Karma against Naruto. But to be completely honest with you, and a lot of people may call me dumb for saying this, but I honestly don't see Boruto having to go full Karma or even Jogan against Naruto. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. What Boruto has shown so far, I think we need to see more. We need to see Boruto struggle is basically what I'm saying. We haven't seen Boruto even struggle a bit against opponents. I mean, maybe when he was getting quadruple teamed earlier in like chapter 2 or 3, but when it comes to one-on-one fights, Boruto has not struggled at all against strong opponents as well. So I see no way possible Boruto being overwhelmed by Naruto, especially after Boruto fought Code. And even if Boruto did get overwhelmed by Naruto in some way, shape, or form, Boruto still has his karma and Boruto still has his Jogan. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to you, Boruto is giving Naruto the ultimate work. This fight may be a little long, but in all actuality, I don't think in terms of who's going to win, this fight is not close. I think 99% of the times, if Teen Boruto and Adult Naruto fight, Boruto is going to defeat Naruto, and that's just how it's going to be. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think Naruto really can give Boruto the work, or am I personally upscaling Boruto too high, or maybe I'm just smoking? But clearly what Boruto has shown, I'm not tripping. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, peace out.